And it's a bounty hunter. He doesn't help out as well with any AoE damage. So that won't be very simple to deal with. But then again, Venomancer has been reworked a little bit. He has this crazy new agonyms that they might play with. By the way, I'm not sure. Like, I'm still thinking this Venom might go mid. Why is he spamming raid bands? He has he's universal. He's still he has 3 raid bands queued up.
I guess he's going to realize in a moment, like, oh no, I mean, I'm on the wrong hero. But when you think about it, you get more attack speed, even if you're not an agi hero in general. You still get a lot of attack speed from Wraith Bands. You get a pretty sizable amount of stats from these mass Wraith Bands. So you right-click hard, you right-click fast, you got a dot on top of them, you have a lot of armor, and you're playing against Naga, you're playing against Ember, you're playing against Beastmaster. I think this is totally viable. It makes sense. If you're playing for a 25-minute timing for this Venomancer, which might even be him getting a first blood, potentially Joker. What the hell are you doing? Rises is going to have to come to the rescue, but it's not going to be enough. Deny, however, as that Poison Sting, well, sorry, Venomous Gale still is an ability you can deny from, so no first blood.
Yeah. And also an ability that you will be playing with into Naga with the mirror image. Just pop that bad boy, get rid of the Gale, continue your life very easily. I'm not sure, like, this Ember into Nyx mid lane. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen here. I have no idea, but I feel that Ember should be strong. Like, Nyx, you can set up with a Carapace on him later on in the game. That's where you're really strong. But in the mid itself, I'm not sure. Maybe because of the Mind Flare something changes and you're a bit stronger, but not sure. What do you think? Your guess is as good as mine. Like, what do you think? Who's going to come out on top here?
Which lane? The bottom lane?
The Nyx into Ember.
The Nyx into Ember. I mean, obviously, I would favor the Ember Spirit a bit here.
That's so brave of you.
Spike Carapace doesn't really do much to the Ember Spirit. You can still slide through, and Ember doesn't take damage from it.
It sets up. Yeah, the Flame Guard is the only thing you can Carapace, right? Easily.
I just don't know enough about this Mind Flare.
Yeah. Well, it dishes out a ton of damage. Venomancer bottom lane.
Dead.
Yeah, this is the problem. Honestly, like, this bottom lane is going to be a big issue for them.
The Frenchmen have themselves a very interesting lane. Cry and Atouf, Sacre Bleu.
Yeah.
Got to figure out something how to make this lane work.
No, you know what worried me? What worried me is that he started with Gale. Like, when I saw that, I was like,
It was the first blood attempt, so yeah, they
but
it.
It's one of those things, if you do it, you're ruining your lane after. Because Courier is just going to the bounty. Naga might, never mind, she'll just ignore it and deny instead. Like, I've played this lane a lot of times, like Veno into Naga, and it's really not funny for Venomancer. Early on, if you go Gale, you just don't have a spell.
I guess with the fact that the Nyx Assassin, if you put him into the offlane instead of the Venomancer, you just lose the lane as a double melee versus the Naga and dying. Probably that was the reason. They probably wanted to play this Veno or the Bounty Hunter as a mid-core.
The Rubik?
They were forced to make some adjustments, and Rubik definitely very low here. Dead Zone poking away. Fairy Fire is still up, so Satoshi gets the opportunity to poke the Mirana, forces out a leap.
Yeah. It was a nice debate from Rubik. If she jumped, she dies. If she jumps on the tower aggro, that is. Because he had lift, he had Fairy Fire, so... nice attempt.
Fairy Fire in itself would have helped a lot. But Disney is doing great in this mid lane, to be honest. He's 17 CS, and the Mind Flare is starting to hurt the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, he's also universal. He went for a Bracer.
He right-clicks harder than the Ember.
Yeah, he right-clicks quite a bit, like 76 damage. Quite a bit harder.
It's pretty solid, yeah. Like, you're level 4, and you're getting 57 damage from your primary roll, on top of the base damage you have on this hero. Actually, I'm going to look up Nyx Assassin's base damage to get a better idea. So that's 15 to 19. So You compare that to, for example, the Bat Rider, who's 0 and 4. Like, that's 4 times more right-click damage. That's quite a lot.
Yeah, and every single spell that you use on him, like, it's kind of... Like, one problem that I'm sure everyone has right now when they're trading with Nyx, they're afraid of this 30% bonus damage in the past 15 seconds.
It's a big number.
Yeah, it's not that it's big, it's just that you don't understand exactly. Big. I'm sure it's big. It's massive. If you have to, like, convince me, it's big, Panda, I believe you. But the problem is, like... you don't know what to expect from it in the lane, so you're kind of always on the, on the more careful side. You don't want to commit.
Well, only 1 kill so far in this game, so it's just been a bit of a farm fest. A little bit of poking here and there. Even the Veno bounty, they've had a moment of pause in this bottom lane. Veno getting a bit more difficult to deal with. But Naga's also ramping up. She's just farming. They can't really... Well, I mean, they can definitely kill Oversight's offlane, but they don't have to, like, overly unnecessarily commit if the Naga is still just farming happily. Like, you're happy with how things are right now.
Yeah, I feel that on this bottom lane, if you're Veno and Bounty, I know it sounds crazy, but if you want to kill someone, it probably should be the Undying.
Empyrean just got slowed by Gale, Poison Sting, and Grenade, and slow, but Atuf is going to take even more damage. And what they dealt onto the Undying and the Naga Siren, Atuf very low.
Yeah, so basically, they realized that they need to go on the Undying instead, because Naga will just clear everything off. So if you want, this is a kill lane, like Bounty and Veno. If you're playing this lane, you want to be killing heroes.
At least this Bounty Hunter slows down Naga's farm by a little bit, just by stealing a tiny bit of extra gold every now and then. And now Undying actually spotted Atuf and Cry.
They're trying.
To get the best out of it. Empyrean is low, still has a Gale debuff and the Poison Sting, and Atuf will hunt him down under the tower. Veno's about to drop 2, so Rises gets a return kill out of the core. Atuf, he's on the hunt, but this Naga's just going to TP under the tower.
Yeah, because Undying will TP with some region, right? He's gonna probably drop it. Actually, the courier is bringing everything in. So even though he TP'd there, he needs to be careful. Undying with the salve, Atuf, yeah.
Spotted. Alchemist is also 1 HP. Skyward has to also pick up a salve. Joker might be able to break it. He spotted the Alchemist. Yeah, he's got it. And Skyward, he's trapped. It might just kill the Alchemist. He's got it. Oh my goodness. He even threw a blood grenade into the camp because he was trying to get the creeps closer, but he did not use his Quelling Blade there on the right tree. Not sure if he even used his Quelling Blade at all. Well, bottom lane, they also are fighting against this Bounty Hunter. Once again, just keeping up that constant pressure. Can they kill Empyrean? 2 points in Janata. No Gale, though. I think that's the one they're waiting for.
Yeah, with the Gale, they can go on the Undy once again, if he comes close. Bounty is perhaps a bit too low now to commit, let's see.
Yeah. And there's a Sentry with the Tombstone, so they were constantly zombies on top of the Bounty.
Yeah, Sentry's Dust as well. He does Gale the Undying, but this isn't, it's not gonna work. There's a dead Joker too. Yeah, I don't know. I'm too focused on the bottom lane. I literally didn't move my camera. I watched mid for a little bit, and then I just continued watching bottom. It was way too much fun.
This kill for Dead Zone was actually pretty big, because he got a kill that allowed him to go straight for the Wisdom Rune, and Morana's almost level 6. And Joker's gonna be like, no, my Wisdom Rune.
Minute 7, he's almost level 6. That's actually so massive. Yep. So good, yeah. He also scouts out some stacks here. He can snatch maybe 1 or 2 with Yarrow, or he can set up on mid.
Yep.
Impale.
Took the Watcher as well. Got the Ember Spirit trapped, and easy kill for the Oversight.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. Like the Mind Flare there, level 3. They don't have any...
I love the level of ASMR in your microphone there. Very, very soft.
You like it, don't you?
Yes.
EMP does like it as well. They're going on him.
Yeah, Toof is just just going ham. He was thinking about dropping the tombstone.
Man, do I like when they drop the tombstone.
Oh, yes, the roar in the top lane skyward. Oh, he's in trouble. He's got himself the concoction, and Beastmaster does end up going down. Black Soul with the rotation. Dead Zone also pretty low here, but here's the next assassin.
Oh, he misses.
This is the stun, though.
Well, that was unfortunate. Why did that happen? Did the Spike Carapace get blocked by the shield?
Yes, the Flame Guard popped it.
No, I mean, I know the Flame Guard popped it. I mean, the shield rune. Does it block the damage? And because that doesn't make sense. The stun should still stun him no matter what.
So he didn't. Yeah, he did get stunned, but it's 0.4 seconds. And what's the impel cast time? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember what the cast time on it.
But I didn't see the stun at all. Are you sure it got stunned?
Yes.
Stunned?
I mean, he was stunned by it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just blind.
Unless we have a replay, and then we're gonna play a replay, and I'm gonna be wrong. I'll just say it on gut feeling.
Don't worry. I'll open the replay anyway afterwards. I'll hunt you down for this.
Meanwhile, the stacks are being farmed by Satoshi, but they're just farming Satoshi instead. One thought that this is easy, free money for one, but it's going to be stolen by the other. Black Soul fighting against the next assassin, getting the kill. Alpha feeling that our triangle, I guess you could still call it the triangle. He can test it, they even find a tooth, the dust. They talked about the bounty counter.
I mean, they needed to get that kill, right? They needed to kill the Snicks at least once, and the bounty as well. And this is all huge for Alpha, because this is, like on Oversight, this is a gank train kind of a lineup, you know? You just go in, and you kill people 24/7. You get this bounty level 6. Like, look at the difference between the supports in this series and the last one, right? Like, all the supports on Oversight already level 6, level 7 even on Mirana. Now you have Track to work with. Ryze actually does not have any way to dispel Gale if they go on him. But Cry isn't really eager to go. Let's see.
Gale connects, and no mirror image for 6 seconds either. This is going to be a very good kill for them, and Ryze just disappears. Huge amounts of damage.
This is gank train right here. They can go mid straight up, Mirana and Bounty. Like, I actually like Oversight's chances in this match. As long as they make sure that Alchemist is also farming. Because he's the real win condition.
The power of having 3 universal heroes in your draft. They definitely pack a punch. Now on to Black Soul in the mid lane. One stun. Arrow is going to be the second, and Black Soul deleted. Atuf has to walk away. Tombstone plays down as well. Trying to look for return kills. Atuf and Odyssey both down. A Death Zone. Gonna get chained up. Black Soul will secure yet another one for himself.
Oh no. That's the worst thing that can happen to a gank train. You hit another one. Head-on collision. They went in. Yep. It's okay, so you have to pick your fights a bit. You want to be on the gank train 24/7, but at the same time you want to pick your fights carefully to not have this happen to you. Just a nice comeback from Alpha, realizing what's going on. Realizing that the moment they kill Naga on the bottom lane, they're gonna move mid. So they prepare for it, they counterplay, they get some nice kills.
One of the best things Alpha, with almost the same lineup that they had in Division 1 in the last tour, was actually the fights they take when the laning stage ends. So the laning stage exit fights, they were very successful with them. They had a pretty early game in general. And it feels like that experience is definitely playing into their hands, that they understand, like their Dota knowledge just seems to be at a high enough level to take these fights and turn them around.
Do you like the Radiance already on the Alchemist chilling?
Good timing.
Having Boots of Travel level 2 queued up. Probably not gonna buy them, but...
He spotted Skyward, actually. He's being hunted.
He's trying to run. He's running.
Oh, no Roar, and no... I'll use the Hurricane as well. And here comes the gank train. There's 3 heroes from Oversight. Not again. They died last time. This time they might just get caught again. Roar on the Venomancer. That's their pause 3 down. And they can just convert into a tower push if they want to. fending them away. Meanwhile, the Ember Spirit has found Skyward, has chains available. The concoction, just... Okay, they did have vision on the high ground after all. I don't know what was giving that vision because there is none right now. Undying getting a bit of poke here, dead zoned. On the run, moving Black Soul further, but they won't be able to chase all the way. And here comes a Tooth, and now there's a possibility for a turnaround. It's going to be 4 versus 4, maybe even 5 versus 4. Venomancer's already up. Alpha, you got to be careful. Skyward gets taken down, and now they're going to lose Black Soul. He's low on HP. He's falling. Cry will get the kill. Satoshi to still battle him out. Joker going for the TP away, and Empyrean, he's going to be chased by Odyssey and looking for another hit. The Mind Flayer will finish him off. Mini Dagon to the butt.
Mini Dagon to the butt, yeah. Oh my god, like, this game is so much fun. Like, I expected, you know, from Alpha, I expected some draft like this, but Oversight are the ones that are just...
They had the guts to pull off this, you could say, convenient draft in a way. It's definitely different. Okay, this Beastmaster just getting stun-locked by a Tooth. He's stealing Lotuses. Doesn't want the Beast to have him. Oh, and he gets a track kill. Yoink.
Yoink, yoink indeed. They're all about the gold on Oversight. You know, you get the Alchemist, you get the Bounty Hunter. These guys understand what's up, yeah.
Oh, you know what's up as well?
The Sky.
Got a Mini Dagon and a Dagon for Nyx.
He's got a Dagon.
He's got a Dagon lined
up.
Well,
he's buying it, yeah. This diadem, it just costs way too much. It's 1,000 gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
It is a lot of money. And to consider that that 1,000 gold you use for the diadem, the next Dagon upgrade being 1,200 gold, which is going to be an extra 100 damage. You get 6 damage from diadem. Wait, do you get 6 damage? 18 divided by 0.6? Okay, it's not quite that. It's a bit more. However,
Bounty caught.
Battling out against Joker. Gale connects at the very last pixel, but they got the Beastmaster. Odyssey will find that one. Tombstone placed down Empyrean on the chase. That's a deity Nyx assassin. You got to be careful for. He is going to hurt. Can they kill him before he starts hurting? It does feel like they will. No turnaround opportunity here for Oversight. Cry. Gonna try and turn around on Black Soul. Arrow. Ooh, he's still got dogfight. It was too short. But he will lose a hero for it. Finally taken down on Empyrean. He tried to save his buddy. Has 10 stick charges, but he ain't healing out for a lot. The ticks, the dots, they hurt.
Get him. Oh, no, what the hell? You have ATOS. Go. What the hell? I got triggered by that move back.
I could feel that pain. It's like, what are you doing?
It just got triggered. I'm like, holy hell, he's tracked. Get that money. Get that gold.
Oh, that's what you want to see. And they will be successful with the turnaround in the end for Oversight and convert to a tower push. Top tier 1 down. Seems to work. 2K lead for Oversight.
It's a lot. Considering you have an Alchemist and Bounty, I'm joking. It's really not a lot, but it's something. Rises.
Double end of his chase. And good night.
Bye-bye. It's farming a bit deep, don't you think? I don't think that's his side of the map.
Nope. Bit cocky, considering the bottom tier 1 tower is gone, sure, but that is not a very safe place to be. He thought he was probably safe. Cry, surrounded by some enemies here.
Tries to go on Joker, but Joker, yeah, he TP's back. He also had 2 healing Lotuses, probably wouldn't die, but better safe than sorry, you know? You go base. Veno looks at you, you go base. You TP Fountain. I like I'm not sure, like he's going ATOS into Aghanims on Venomancer. I'm not sure what the correct build is. I still think in this patch, if you're playing Veno offlane, just buying Greaves goes a long way. But you already have Mirana doing that, so I suppose it's justified not to. They have like 3 heroes that are all building utility and an Alchemist. Bounty Hunter going for Solar Crest, Mirana buying Mech Greaves, and Venomancer as well. I guess he isn't doing utility, so that's kind of nice. I can see it. 8 toss Ags. This Aghanims, by the way, I don't get it. Like every time someone dies that's affected by your poison sting, I believe.
On top. Look at, just look at, that's an absurd amount of damage.
Truly is. Yeah.
Looking at the death summary, that took less than that took less than 2 seconds for them to get the kill.
Gank train. Gank train moving on. They smoked up instantly after.
On to the next one.
On to the next one, indeed. Yeah, they don't have Vendetta now for 30, so they can maybe wait that up. Is he buying? Yeah, okay, so next item, Ags on Mixed Assassin. Interesting with that he's getting that with the Dagon. Like, not really the combo-wombo, but it's still okay.
They can even amplify the damage output on the side of Oversight with the Solar Crest, which is 5 gold from being finished on the Bounty Hunter.
They saw the Nyx, this deep ward under the Ancients. They saw him, they pinged him out, so wherever he rotates, you can see the way they're setting up around Naga. They're just protecting her.
Yeah, you got your personal bodyguards.
Yeah, at the same time, Nyx just farming up, chilling, buying that shard.
On the topic of bodyguards, do you think that Dota 2 pro players should have bodyguards when they're attending an event?
Well, they do, some of them already.
Some teams do,
yeah.
But should everyone have a bodyguard or a personal guardian?
It depends if you're on the event or not.
Why? Why? Because of me? What would I do to them?
Don't act innocent now, T-Pand. I've heard stories.
What? Come on. I haven't even attended a bloody major, man.
I'm kidding.
You have. Okay, you're probably the Giga Chat who scares everybody away. That I accept.
No, I'm definitely not. I don't know where you get that aura from, but that ain't me, and you know it.
Still waiting for my major invite. However, we have a bit of a pause, double disconnects on the side of Alpha. Maybe this pause gives them a moment to kind of get their thoughts straight. It is not going to be an easy game with this Alchemist timing. We haven't really talked about it too much, but he's got his bots 2s with the Radiance and Sanj into an AC. So I believe once you have AC, Radiance, bots 2, that's your timing. At the same time, there's a heart almost finished on the Naga, about another 1,500 gold.
Yeah, I don't think it's nearly as impactful as what Alk is getting, But what the hell? I'm sorry if you already mentioned this. I'm sorry for re-mentioning it. But how do you like Boots of Travel level 2 on Alchemist? Do you think that's like normal second item?
I mean, why did it become popular in the first place? Is still my big question here. Like, is it really that valuable?
Is it popular? Are actually players buying it?
Yes. That's the thing. It's not like every game you build it. I mean, you have 2 Invis heroes in this game. You can set up with Nyx Assassin. If you don't have a ward to scout out in the first place, you will not...
Okay, wait, then I missed it. So if I go to Dream League right now, I'll see a lot of carries with Boots of Travel level 2 on Alchemist. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, you're playing with Invis heroes, so you have a guaranteed gank squad. You have Impel Stun, and then you can follow up with Concoction. Like, you can load up Concoction, teleport in your ally, show up, stun somebody, and then look for a kill. That I can see as a...
Yeah, maybe as a 5th item, not as a... You just put 4,000 gold of your advantage into nothing. I guess movement speed is nice, and he really likes movement speed. He has that and Windlace.
I mean, I guess
I'm just opening these games. I'm literally scrolling through games to find some alchemists right now. Not really finding any alchemists though, sadly.
Yeah. And I don't also see any changes to Boots of Travel either. The only buff for Boots was Phase Boots with +5.
Like, the map is much bigger, and you can get from one camp to another, yeah. But you could also have bought yourself a Blink for that. It could have been helpful. How many Alchemist games have been even played on that tour? Alchemist has been played only 3 times, it feels like. Yeah, only 3 games of Alchemist, so not a lot of Alchemist games.
I'm looking at Boots of Travel level 2 win rate this week, and it's 68%, but the use rate is low.
T-Panda, think about it a little bit, though. When do people buy Boots of Travel 2?
Very late into the game where they most likely are going to win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said use rate is pretty low. So it's not like you're still very often building the item. Can't even actually look up patch 733 on Dota Buff yet, which is a bit unfortunate. But we can use this week's information on it. I mean, Aegis has a 98% win rate.
So Shopify Rebellion played it once, Liquid played it once, and Beast Coast played it twice. So far in Dream League, that is.
Oh, sheesh, that's a level 3 penalty, by the way.
Level 3?
That's not a lot of drafting time for the next game. It is a bit unfortunate. What can you do?
Yeah, just random heroes. No one knows what they're doing anyway in this patch.
Yeah. I mean, it is alpha, right? You know, they can do what Oversight just did in this game, #1. The fun thing is, Oversight is making this draft work. And it's not too wild, but it is a little bit wild because it's a little bit different to what we're used to seeing. Because you're like, oh, new hero Veno, oh, Bounty Hunter, oh, Nyx mids. Like, that's already 3 things out of the usual. Normally, if you go for something wild, you're like, you have 1 unique hero and potentially another hero that's been flexed in a position that it normally isn't played in. Say, Alchemist is put into the offlane instead of carry. Like, it's not super unordinary, but it's still unordinary enough to be noticeable. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Oversight is making an untraditional draft work, which is something pretty rare. Considering they're also the bottom seed team in Division 2. So,
well, for them, making a draft work is pretty rare, so...
yeah.
Making a rare draft work is the opposite of that.
Thank you, Lizard.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I wanted to hear.
I'm still just searching for my Alchemist games.
Yep. It's quite a bit of a right.
Yeah.
And Satoshi has reconnected. Now we just need Rises back on the server.
What's really nice about Alchemist is that he's A, so the first hero. And you find him. Okay, no. K1 didn't even buy travels. He went phases in his game.
Hector is a smart lad. He hits creeps.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure. Like, this Travels 2 is still mind-boggling me. Like, when I saw him queue it up, but I might be wrong. Look, it wouldn't be the first or the last time. It's something interesting, completely different. Because for me, Alchemist is like this. He's a hero that ramps up his farm very early on, right? But he needs to use that farm very early on as well. Like, you want to use it as soon as possible. You want to get Radiance, you want to get BKB, and you want to get Blink. And then you fight. That's it. You can get AC as well in some games, but you want to fight as soon as possible. Especially in this game, because you're literally the only carry, the only core on your side. Eventually, Alchemist can tend to fall off. And you just put 4,000 gold into your boots. I mean, that can hurt you a bit.
Can work. Venomancer's got an interesting quick buy there. There's plenty of different options. Aghanims coming up first. It's funny, when you look at Venomancer's Aghanims, it says Poison Nova, new ability. That's not a new ability. It's been reworked, sure, but Poison Nova's always been around there. It's just a funny little tooltip ad. And of course, the Noxious Plague, which is literally the new ability.
Yeah, it's a bit different now. The Noxious Plague, it's basically a pointed spell now. You just cast it on a target. It's no longer like, your ulti is no longer AoE. And you get the Poison Nova from the Aghanims.
I love how it said, When the target dies or the debuff expires, all nearby enemies are infected with a non-communicable version of the plague.
Yeah, because so it doesn't spread indefinitely in the game, you know. You can get rid of it.
That is that's not a good plague if it's not able to latch onto others. But yeah, I guess Poison Nova is somewhat of a new ability in that case. Then it's the new Aghanims. We're soon running out of pause time. There was a reminder for 3 minutes not too long ago for Rises, but he is still gone. 1 minute left. 1 more minute to get your carry back, otherwise they're going to have to unpause. And he is the key ingredient. He's the key component of this team. So are we just putting Undying to sit in the base and he's going to micro Naga?
Whoever can play Naga, whoever is a decent Naga player, I think just micros her from this point on. You can do it with the Undying, with the Rubik.
I mean, you kind of need the Rubik in fights, so you can't really just leave the Rubik to AFK. I guess you just leave the Undying.
Look, you will not AFK with anyone. Like, you're still going to micro your hero. You're going to play both of them. I guess Rubik is a bit harder to micro in fights than Undying, so it would be the best for Undying to do it, but Naga is as well not really the simplest of heroes when it comes to farming patterns. So if you want to continue farming properly, it has to be the guy that understands where to send the illusions, at what time and stuff, you know. And the game gets unpaused. Well, that's unfortunate for Alpha.
Rises is AFK in the river.
And there's a token stolen.
There we go. Token stolen?
Yeah, Tooth took it away from them. One token was on the floor.
A Tooth, the thief in the night.
Yeah, the real bounty hunter. Token thief.
Well, Alpha is going to have to play without their carry player, but it doesn't mean that their hero is out of the pool.
I think Satoshi is controlling him, actually.
Could be.
Yeah, most likely. He's the one that's playing micro heroes anyway, and he looks like, yeah, he's just chilling.
Yeah, I mean, Beast is really just required for the Aura and the Roar. I guess he can just farm jungle camps while he's microing the Naga Siren onward. But that allows Oversight with they are actually in a very good position. All things taken into consideration, Oversight is still playing. They are still playing against elimination. So Oversight can only win out of this. They can literally only win out of this. And apparently he is reconnecting back, but Alpha is actually begging for Oversight to pause. They are not.
Oh no.
One thing I have to say though, Alpha, you never ask for pause time from your opponents. It's a gentleman's move if you do give it.
Be bros.
Yeah, I mean, this is the point where you use a Dark Willow voice line. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I mean, would you pause? I don't know. I feel like I would pause. I would feel. I would feel guilty
from my own will. I will do it because it's a gentleman's move. If you start asking for it, no, you will not pause. Play the game as it is. Bloody Joker. Alpha almost getting caught by an arrow. Has to be careful under this 2-2 tower. A lot of hostiles around him. Odyssey, a Tooth, also at the far end. They're scouting out for information, but the Ember Spirit already out of there with the Remnant jump.
Yeah, that Carapace was a bit... you know, if he has a blink, he can blink in Carapace, but like that, it's not gonna happen.
Meanwhile, just... Rises AFK in the trees. Satoshi's too busy microing himself.
He's doing big things. He's pushing the high ground, so it's okay if Naga has to wait for a bit.
Okay.
I mean, it's not great, but it is what it is, I guess, yeah.
But there's one positive thing. If you look at current gold, you can actually see Naga's actual gold. So she's sitting at 4,000 gold right now. So you will get hearts. That is, well, I mean, okay. Honestly, just Stipes Joker. one quick take on.
When I click on Naga, she has 100 gold. How do you
that's
see?
That's why you select current gold from the left side graph to see the actual gold that Naga has.
I
Smart,
see.
smart, you know.
I see. I'm learning so many things with you, T-Panda.
But yeah, because there was this one game we were, I'm not sure were we casting or were we, yeah, there was the one in Division 1 we were paneling, and we had a disconnected Coddle, and Coddle was sitting on like 11,000 gold, which they could not use because the hero was disconnected, so you can't buy any items on him.
Yeah, that's the worst thing, right? Like you have a teammate disconnect and then you can't buy stuff on him.
Yeah, yeah.
It actually feels really bad.
And it was wildcard gaming because I remember Sammy Boy was microing the Coddle.
Yeah, there are some heroes that are definitely better to be disconnected with than others. Naga is not one of those heroes. Like, she's probably the worst that you can get DC'd like this. And, yeah, they said he's reconnecting, but it ain't happening, Chief. I don't see it.
Oversight there, you know, I guess it's all no limits. Get the victory with any possibility that you can.
Yeah.
Can't blame them for it. They are fighting with their backs against the walls.
They're gonna find the Naga. Oh no. Well, there's a...
That's a decent amount to start things off with. Ryze is already down a half HP.
He missed.
Has the backup from Joker and Black Soul. They got the lift on the next assassin. Nick's gonna need some help. Arrow hits onto an illusion. They catch the right Naga. Manta being used. Outspoof is gonna be fighting against them. But Alpha coming in with full strength. Rises will finally fall to a 2. And Empyrean's about to drop as well. That's gonna be the Undying to fall. Joker is super low and he reconnected to die. Oh, Ryze is gonna be super... He's gonna be like, what the hell just happened, guys? But he's back in the game for sure. Sitting on 5,000 gold. Concoction's gonna connect onto Joker. And maybe this Alk's gonna be there in time. Yes, he will. He's got the Radiance burn. Joker, what you gonna do? He's got a Lotus, which he's not gonna use. Skyward for the kill.
You know, the worst thing that can happen when... usually, I take over, I micro the heroes when they disconnect, right? And the worst thing that happens is... I'm sure it happened to all of you. Like, the hero that you're controlling, the player that you're controlling, in the middle of the fight reconnects. And then you lose the control. And he isn't using anything, you aren't doing anything. Is the worst. Satoshi.
Most likely, yeah, most likely what happened, which has happened to me once, was I was microing a teammate while Satoshi's getting bullied and battered, is you're microing the hero instead of your own, and then you lose control of it, and instead you're actually clicking your hero into the fight, and suddenly your own hero dies, and you're like, what the hell happened? Oh, he reconnected. Oh, I'm dead.
Well, that's some next level. But yeah, that happens too. I can see it. I can see it happening.
Yeah. I mean, I've played enough Enigma to suffer that fate too many times with my Eidolons expiring. At the same moment, I'm ordering them a movement control when I'm about to start Black Hole Channel, and I accidentally end up moving my hero, and I just break it by moving. So yeah, I've been there. But Oversight, they have a 12,000 gold lead currently. Naga, however, reconnected back into the game, has finished the hearts. Has a cornucopia lined up. What are we going to see out of this cornucopia? You could build Orchids, you could build Lincolns, you could build Refresher. I believe we're looking at an Orchid build again, just like last patch.
Well, that's the usual build, right? But whatever she builds, it might be too late. 11k ahead already on Oversight. Alpha, if they want to win this, they really need to pull off some magic. They do have a gem on Ember. So look at Soul and his movements. Like, he might make this game. He might bring it back, but...
he might make the game a game.
Yeah, it's a very difficult one to come back in.
Oh, Satoshi's got to be careful here. He does not have a gem, however, and he's going to walk into the next assassin with the help from Dead Zone. They just blow him up skyward. Just farming the wave with the concoction.
Just as plans, right? The good old travels to...
travels to farm with concoction.
Yeah.
And
it did work so far, by the way.
Right on top of Rises here, but they're going to turn it around. They're going to surprise the Bounty Hunter instead. Surprise! However, your high ground's in peril. You're going to TP back. Skyward already hitting the tower. Black Soul waiting for the chains. We'll get the connection on the Ember Spirit. Arrow will miss. will be the end of that story. Skyward runs away. The tier 3 tower goes down to less than 1,000 HP. So that's a successful push for the Oversight. Looks like they're stacking up and try to catch Oversight off guard as they're still spread out around the map. But their movements are scouted out by the Ward and the Watcher.
Usually, if a team is a bit better, that's
and
one way that that's one way that they can come back into the game. It's by just forcing them to death, then catching them on the other side. It's just that they lost way too much vision for this to work. Plus, you're playing into a bounty hunter and an Nyx assassin.
Yeah.
Like these two heroes just give way too much info.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this Nyx assassin. Despite that being a level 1 Dagon, he's got a Grove Bow, which increases 15% extra magical damage. He's holding onto an Arcane Rune, and that Mind Flare has a 2.8 second cooldown. That's disgusting.
It's also the Shard. Like the Shard actually gives you magic resist reduction, so it helps.
Yeah, that definitely helps. That's another kill. So that's if it doesn't add right on top of it, that's around 30% damage. Sorry, magic resistance reduction. That's a lot of extra damage. And now they're just hunting around for kills. All they really need is one big pickoff for a high ground push again. They almost finished off the tier 3 on the last one. Oversight showing a lot of spite here.
Farming stun.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, and I was corrected about the voice line. Thank you for that. That was Hoodwink instead of Dark Willow. Thank you. For some reason, I thought it was Dark Willow, but it's not.
Close enough.
Close
Rises.
Enough. Oh, Rises. Yep. Not too fun. Oh, there. The Undying just loses a casual 1,200 HP. But he will survive for a little bit longer. Tooth will finally clean him out, though. Under the tower rises. Roar coming out onto the Alchemist. He's still got that Aegis for another 2 minutes. He might just drop under the tower, trying to get the concoction off. 2 more. Oh, he gets silenced just at the last second. He might die here. But where's the damage? Skyward. He will finally pop the remnant jump. But at the back line, Black Soul with his BKB. He's got the Nyx assassin. He's going to take the Venomancer as well. Cry's going to be falling. Oversight losing members. Maybe even more with the Alchemist. Another silence just as he was about to throw the concoction away. But he's going to get concocted himself. The Alchemist still on the run. Yeah. The arrow will hit onto an Illusion Dead Zone. He doesn't have much to give, but he's such a bloody fast boy. Keeps on running. Another rune. Another silence on top of the concoction. He's going to stun himself again. No, he got to get it off. And finally, that regeneration is not going to do enough for Skyward. He's still on the run. Another web comes flying through. Yet again, is it going to be another silence on top of the concoction? Back. Yes, it is. He's going to stun again, but he will get themselves the kill. Out to Black Soul. Rise is running back in. Can they kill this Alchemist? Bloody hell, he's still surviving. Skyward, now he finally drops. God damn, what a chase. Oh, that was costly for Alpha too, because they end up losing Black Soul for it.
Well, it was costly, but they just want to fight versus an Aegis.
Yeah, mission accomplished still.
Like, that was huge for them, especially for their morale as well coming into the rest of this game, because they just realized, yeah, we can still win this. We can take these fights properly. And Oversight, even though they have such a huge advantage, they still make a blunder by diving that tier 2. Ember just with the BKB cleaning house in the back. Did they retrieve the gem? They did, right? Ember died, but did they get the gem back or did Bounty snatch it? What happened in the end?
There's one gem in the Dire Fountain. Is that the one?
Not sure. I know that Ember had it, so maybe it is. Maybe that's the one.
Well, the Ember did die on the spot where there's no gem, so it's probably that one then. Recovered by Oversight.
This will cause some confusion.
Yeah, that's a big deal for them. Look at Joker, bottom lane. He might just fall here.
Yeah.
Get tracked.
Grabbing some lotuses. I'm gonna let him have him. But here comes the Alchemist TPing on top. Abyssal Blade, Concoction, Ease.
That's really damn quick. They need the BKB on Alchemist. After that, they're kind of set. They probably can force a high ground even. Yeah.
Joker got a prize for his death. While he died, he was gifted an Aghanim Shard because his team took the Tormentor.
Yeah, and he's getting really close to Aghanim's too. So, 2 spells to steal for the cheeky Rubik. Yeah.
So what do we want? We want the Impel Stun's always great. Maybe even Mind Flare. Mind Flare against Nyx himself.
I mean, for Mind Flare, the way it works, you want to be... I guess, yeah, the intelligence multiplier is huge. Well, I thought that you want to be dishing out damage first and then using the Mind Flare, right? Because there's 30% more Ember top lane manages to get out.
Yeah,
Nice.
I mean, the bigger burst you get, the more damage you get from Mind Flare. Sure, yeah.
I think the stun is pretty...
You could be a kill-stealing Rubik. Oh, they're trying to kill the Beastmaster. That's not an easy job, though. He's going to get the roar out onto the Bounty Hunter. Skyward running into the fight.
Tombstone is in a good position.
Chasing down this Beastmaster, too. Yeah, the Tomb's in a good spot. And
yeah.
This new passive on the Alchemist that's just obnoxious to fight against.
Oh no, the Tombstone is actually helping them now, right? If you're Alchemist, shouldn't you just farm? You can still farm the zombies, right?
I have no idea. Don't remember.
I think you should be able to, so... maybe next time you don't kill the tomb, you just chill there, you know?
I think we've had the same discussion like a very long time ago, talking years. I have no idea if it's still possible.
Yeah, maybe years ago it was changed and my old brain has forgotten.
I will forgive you for it because, you know, there's too many things where like, oh yeah, that was patched like 6 years ago.
A tooth and this Rubik, invis by invis.
Actually,
Yeah.
think that was a good idea.
Just a casual Ember kill, nothing else. BKB now also up for the Alchemist. Who do you think? Do you think Oversight's just winning this game? Is there any win condition for Alpha? Can this Naga be big enough to actually fight back?
I mean, you saw that they struggled to kill the Alchemist in a fight in which he was completely alone. I think it all comes down to the way they play these fights. So far, Alpha have proven that they can outfight them. To me, at least, that's how it looks like. Ember does so much, but Ember is also dead. And because of that, you might be just losing this side.
Yeah, this push is looking much more determined compared to the top lane push they had before. They're going to force out the glyph. Skyward still in the front. Satoshi trying to stack up some Wild Axe stacks, but you're going to need a bit more than that.
His ulti is gone and Ember is up, so they do defend, they do hold.
Holding their racks at least, tier 3 down, however. And there's now a second Dagon being lined up. It's not just the Nyx Assassin now, it's going to be the Mirana too. They want to get everything out of that Mind Flare. That is pretty...
But wait,
I'll put it, it's pretty obnoxious.
But Mind Flare works only from the damage Nyx did. It doesn't work on the damage the rest of you did.
But a
right?
Dagon is still burst damage for a kill.
Sure, of course.
So even if it doesn't straight up work with the Mind Flare, it's probably just going to guarantee Nyx is going to get even more kills with that extra Dagon in hand. However, Roche is up in actually 6 seconds, and they're moving towards it. If they just time this right, they need like 2 more seconds, because Roche takes the time to pop up, and they're going to walk out as he... Yeah, literally just walked out of the pit as he spawned. And now they're not walking in, and they're going to get surprised by Oversight. They're going to be taking the fight. Oh, Empyrean in the front. They've got an Odyssey at the back, dealing with this Beastmaster. Gets the roar out. The Nyx Assassin held on the place, and now they need to get something done. Double ulti, so double spell stolen by Joker, but he's not getting enough done here. Ryze is also controlled by Skyward. They're just hammering down this Naga. Siren Naga gone. Empyrean dead. Black Soul takes down Cry, but that's only one hero. You're going to need more. You're going to need a whole lot more out of this.
He got bashed just before he used Song. Like, the Song was on 0
and there goes Ember.
Yeah, they just get cleaned up. This is Roche, and yeah, this should be game. Just perfect initiation from them. Even the Tombstone, like the Undying was on the high ground. He pops the Tombstone. He's like, oh shit, everyone is around me. Yeah. They kill the Tombstone. Beastmaster is forced to roar some Nyx that already used everything. Naga forced to just pretty much run. Tries to use the Song of the Siren.
Yeah, and look at how they slowly pop up. Cry arrive from the portal, Dead Zone arrives from the portal, Alchemist TPing on top, and they're slowly just arriving, and you see a Tooth is already in, the Nyx Assassin bullying, almost killing off Satoshi right away, and you use that roar defensively, so it did hurt them a bit. Odyssey, meanwhile, he just snipes Joker. Just another casual kill for them while the replay was still running. There goes your Aegis and Cheese picked up for the Mirana. It does feel like this game is over.
Yep, definitely does feel that way. They just need to find a way to reach high ground properly. They have Cheese now, they have Aegis. As long as they don't dive too deep, I think they can even brute force it. The easiest way would definitely be to kill off Satoshi first.
Yeah. And that exactly happens. Satoshi down first. Rise is actually in the front line, surrounded by 4 heroes. Wasn't probably suspecting them to just right away jump this Naga, but that is the case. They are chained onto the low ground. Tyrion holding the frontline position. Cry also holding his position on the side. Bullying them a little bit here. The fun thing is, in the last series, we talked about the worst case scenario possible for Tilted Boys. It might just be happening here, you know. This is game 1, but it's another step towards a relegation tiebreaker if Oversight cleans out the series. If they can get this first game, they must be feeling pretty damn good about it. They're like, guys, we can actually win this one and actually keep ourselves in the division.
Hey, that Alchemist kind of hits fast.
He does. Definitely does. That Solar Crest is a massive buff to his attack speed and movement speed.
And the casual Moonshard that he just purchased doesn't really hurt as well. Berserker's Potion. A lot of things adding up. This Radiance can go. I mean, it doesn't have to. Like, Radiance versus Naga is fine. But you could switch it up.
Difficult position if you are Alpha.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
How the hell do you find yourself a successful fight? Naga's got a relic lined up. Is that a nullifier on the courier? That's nothing on the courier, actually, so might just be the beginnings of potential rapier, even.
A nullifier. He's got Helm of Fire.
A nullifier
as well.
would... Okay, he actually has the Helm of the Iron Will, so that is a nullifier then. But his courier is killed. A Tooth is spotted around the area.
They need a gem. Like, that's something that you need if you're Alpha right now. Playing without a gem on this map
Rubik has it queued up, but it's another 5.5 minutes.
Yeah. It's just impossible to play the map. Naga.
Yeah. It's
very
sad.
simple.
It's a sad story, but this Nyx Assassin truly is a scary hero to play up against. I honestly wonder how much damage has this Nyx Assassin dealt this game, because the number is probably pretty sick.
To the Naga right now, he dealt 2.2k.
Yep.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And he also has 11 kills. Oh, they are deeping in. The concoction loaded up with the teleport into the base, and there goes Empyrean.
That was a good idea.
Suddenly, he was there, but suddenly he wasn't.
Radiant's
Talk about deletion.
Schrodinger's Undying.
Schrodinger's Undying. Oh, and Joker, he's actually stolen the stun, but not going to be a very strong one. Gets bounced backwards.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Also stolen Mind Flare for Rubik. Not doing a lot of damage. At least the cooldown is pretty decent, so you can keep spamming it for at least the intelligence multiplier, but it's not doing a lot. That's also your mid-ranks down. One more lane for Oversight to score mega creeps.
Damn, they're so careful. They actually go top. They want to out-push and push properly. 20 seconds away from Chemical Rage, so he can go back top, defend, and TP back in to the fight. They don't really need Alchemist around anyway. But here comes. This is the smoke, you know.
The smoke. Odyssey's already there to pop it. Information given onto the Undying, and he almost dies. Not enough though. They got the Roar. The Nexus. That's a great start. Can they get to him? They're stuck on the low ground. They're in the bug spot. They're not doing anything. Force staff save on the Nexus Assassin, but this Alchemist isn't going anywhere. The Skyward can't do anything. He can't do absolutely anything here. This down to the rest. Finally, he gets on the move. And he can get to participate in the fight. Rises gets the song off. He's got 4 heroes trapped on the spot. and they will chase him down. Oh, really? Will she got the TP out in time? Yes, she will. Jam also on the ground, but they will recover it. Oh, that could have been so much worse, but Nyx and Al got stuck on the edge of that cliff.
Yeah, that was probably the worst case scenario for Oversight in that situation. They still win the fight, more or less. They do buyback on the Nyx, but you're still in a damn controlling position. Aegis has been reclaimed.
Controlling.
Yes, Aegis has been reclaimed, so that's a plus,
that's
I suppose,
trying
for
to get
Alpha.
in. He's trying to get through this gate. And there we have... Did they change the Mirana shard? No, it's still the same. Oh, it's actually a catch. Got the Nyx Assassin pretty low. Dieback. Odyssey's gone. 5 versus 4 fight. Rubik, however, will be dropping. Buying back
He's
instantly.
Taking no damage.
Rises is going to be in a bit of trouble here. They won't do instant great damage here, but they will finally get the Hex out as well. Naga fending them away. The illusions are being pesky. They're just not doing any damage. Like you said, where's your DPS? Meanwhile, the Noxious Plague.
Bounty.
Being a bit annoying for Empyrean, and Satoshi has the Lotus Orb, purges away both the Web and the Silence. So only losing the Nyx Assassin that fight. And forcing out the buyback off of the Rubik.
Yeah, it's a big kill because now they can survive for a little bit longer.
Mode Skyrim.
I don't know why. Why is it mode Skyrim? Do you understand? Is it the roar from Beastmaster Fusro Da? That's the only thing that...
I mean... Honestly, I don't know. That is a mystery. I can ask in the lobby.
It's some...
you know, it's some inside joke that we don't understand.
It's some secret signal, yeah. We can't know the truth behind.
Let's see how that impacts his gameplay. Or if anything changes. A tooth in the front.
That's the secret sentence that activates Alpha, you know. Mode Skyrim, they just go crazy now.
Yeah. Oversight playing right in front of their tier 3 tower. Alpha's gonna need an opener. They've stolen track on Rubik, which is very handy here.
Would be cool to track the bounty as well, even if he uses Lotus.
I mean, Ember's right there. They can see him. They can see him there. Atlee Vision is also applied by Oversight. They also see where Alpha is right now. Tracks are applied. Satoshi coming up the roar onto the Venomancer, but he's too far away. Very hard to get to. Satoshi's just running around getting blocked by his own creep wave. Ogre still taught him to safety. BKB to dodge the stun, and he's going to get pummeled. Skyward wants Satoshi's blood, and he will take it. Rise is charging onto Cry, wants to take this Venomancer. Black Soul jumping in as well, the Ember Spirit. And now you need to deal as much damage as you can, but do they have enough? Do they have enough? It doesn't look like they're going to be successful in it. Naga to drop. And Naga's gone. Black Soul's down as well. Naga forced to buy back. Oversight just having a chill field day. And they will finish off the Naga with ease.
Yeah, I'm not sure even why the Veno is the main target. Maybe they realize they can't kill anyone else, so they're trying to go on the Venomancer. But like he has Shivas, he has Gleipnir, he pops his ulti. There's Lotus on him, like Trickster's Cloak. He's a really damn difficult kill to make. And also one of those kills that, yeah, Veno pops his ulti, you know, pops his Aghanim's, and he's fine with dying.
Well, let's see how this defense goes. You're gonna have to buy back the Ember if things go south. Joker still gets stunned despite being smoked up. Silence onto the Alchemist again, trying to hold him on the spot. He is very tanky. Stolen, impale, stun from Joker. Another concoction available. At least they're trying to control them, but these racks are falling. Glyph is forced out. As long as they can hold these buildings, it's not going to be mega creeps, but they're running out of time. Rises, they're going to make some move happen right now. Skyward finishes the melee. He finishes the range racks. That's mega creeps. They can just back away now. And BKB even forced as they are going to disengage. Alpha, they can't chase.
You know what you do now, T-Panda? You wait for the 70-minute mark, more or less, and then you end the game by rushing the throne. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
NA style.
NA style Dota indeed. Alpha full on 5-man smoke. They're like, guys, you know, Hail Mary rush. Take one more fight. Hopefully we win it. No buybacks on Alpha. 3 buybacks for Oversight. But at the current pace, it doesn't feel like they even need to use them.
Level 25 on Nyx is 300 Mind Flare radius.
Radius?
The radius. It becomes an AoE spell. That's a lot of damage in an AoE. But I guess the percentage of damage the target receives from Nyx, it's only on one target that you damaged. Maybe multiple targets if you manage to damage multiple ones, but still. Only one will get completely blown up because of the Dagon and the E-Blade. Look at Rises, by the way, casually moving in, using his illusions behind enemy lines. Tries
actually catching the Naga Siren off guard. The roar comes out onto the Alchemist. They need to try and save this Naga. Naga cannot die. Otherwise, it's going to be game. And Black Soul jumping in the middle. They've got a lot of damage they can actually deal onto Oversight. But with this Naga dead, is it going to be enough? Satoshi is down. And this Nyx Assassin refuses to give an Impale Stun flying in. Still giving some control. Empyrean dies. And Alpha, they're running out of members. They call GG. And that is Oversight. It's a bit of a sigh of relief. Even if Rises was disconnected at one point of the game, I don't think it still would have made a bit of a big difference if they did pause the game and let him come back in, because Oversight, they were dominating this game 58.